Hello, it's Yellow, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today, because I know I'm having a pretty good day myself, and I don't remember when I had a good day like this, but I do remember when I had one of the worst nights of my life. So let's get right into it. And this story takes place like a year and a half ago, and I swear I still think about it every time I walk past a police car. Like, not even in a haha funny memory kind of way, more like holy shit, that actually happened to me, and I was this close to ruining my life over something so stupid. So, okay, it was summer, and you know that part of summer where everyone's bored out of their minds and starts making the worst possible decisions? Now, anytime someone says something fun in that kind of way, it's already like a small red flag. But I was bored, my parents thought I was just hanging out, and I figured it'd just be like walking around, maybe grabbing little snacks, whatever. So I go out, and that was a huge mistake. I met up with Derek and two other guys near the small shopping area. I didn't know these two guys like very well, but we were like friends because Derek was friends with them and I was friends with Derek. And everything already feels like a little off because they're acting weirdly excited. Like, not normal excited, more like we're about to do something dumb and illegal excited. I should have left right there. Like, genuinely, that was my beautiful, perfect exit. But no, I ask, so what are we doing? And Derek just grins and goes, "Oh, we're gonna break into the old electronics store." I literally laughed at first because I thought he was joking. That store had been literally closed for months, like completely empty and boarded up. Except he wasn't joking. He pulls out a hammer from his bag like this is some kind of a heist movie. And I'm just standing there like, bro, you're not serious. And he goes, "Relax, it's abandoned, nobody cares." Famous last words, by the way. So I'm already uncomfortable, but I don't want to be like the boring one in the group, you know? That stupid teenage pressure where you're like, I don't want to look lame. So I stayed. One of the worst mistakes of my life. So we go around to the back of the building, and sure enough, there's this sketchy door that looks like it's barely holding on. And Derek looks around and just smashes the wood planks in front of the glass door and starts messing with the lock. And within like 30 seconds, click, the door opens. Now, I don't know what kind of YouTube tutorials he has watched, but that was scary. Like, I never expected to see him, like, fucking open a lock in 30 seconds. That was like a fucking world record or some shit. And that was the exact moment I should have turned around and gone home. That was my last chance. But nope, I follow them inside like an idiot. The place is dark, dusty, and smells like absolute shit, like mold and old wires. There's broken shelves, random junk, and honestly, it looked creepy as hell. At first, we're just walking around using phone flashlights, laughing quietly, acting like we're in some sort of horror movie. Then things start getting worse. One of the guys finds an old register and just starts smashing it open for fun, by the way. Another one is kicking stuff over, just messing with everything, and I'm just standing there like, guys, maybe we shouldn't. And Derek cuts me off with, "Dude, chill, it's already abandoned." Then he finds some leftover electronics, like old speakers or something, and decides it would be a funny thing to take them. So now, it's not just breaking and entering, it's theft. And at this point, my stomach is in knots, like actual anxiety kicking in. And I keep thinking to myself, if we get caught, I'm screwed. My parents are gonna kill me. This is not worth it. I literally say, I'm gonna go. And right as I turn towards the door, we hear it. A car. And then another car. And then the worst sound ever. Police siren. I swear my heart dropped into my shoes. Everyone freezes. And Derek just whispers, "Shit." And suddenly, it is shit. One guy tries to run deeper into the building, which makes no fucking sense. He's, I don't know, maybe fucking IQ of an axolotl or something. Another one drops whatever he was holding, and I just stand there like a deer in the headlights. Then we see the flashlights through the windows, and someone yells, "Police, stay where you are." That's it. Game over. We get pulled outside one by one, and I remember the officer shining a flashlight straight in my face and asking, "What are you doing in there?" And I didn't even know what to say. Like, what do I say? Yeah, I just accidentally broke into a building with my dumb friends. They separate us, ask for IDs, start questioning us individually. We didn't even have a story. Everyone told them something different. But I'm trying to explain that I didn't take anything, that I literally just followed them in. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. I was inside, and that's enough to get me fucked. So they put us in the police cars. And let me tell you, I was driving with Derek, and he was like looking at me, and I was panicking. And that back seat hits different when you're actually in trouble. It's not like in the movies, it was quiet, it was uncomfortable, and I could literally hear my heart in my head. That's how fucked up it was. And I just kept telling to myself, "Oh, you are so screwed. You are so screwed. You are so screwed, bro." We get taken to the police station, and at this point, it's like midnight, maybe a little later. They bring us in, take our stuff, and sit us down in the waiting area, and one by one we get called in for questioning. When it was my turn, I'm actually shaking in front of the officer, and he just asked me everything, how I know them, whose idea it was, what we took, why was I there, and I just tell the truth, like completely. Like you should always do, guys. Always tell the truth. I didn't plan it, I didn't break anything, I just followed them. I know it was stupid. He looks at me for a second and goes, "Yeah, it was." And that hit me even worse than him yelling at me, honestly. After that, they put me in this holding room, like, not like a full jail cell, but still locked door, bench, and nothing to do. And that's where I spent the night. No phone, no distractions, just me and my thoughts. Worst part, thinking about my parents. They must have been so worried because eventually they had to be called. At like 3 a.m. or so, I hear the door open, and an officer says, "Your parents are here." And I have never felt dread like that in my life, I swear to God. I walk out, and my mom is sitting there looking both relieved and furious, and my dad just looks disappointed, which is honestly worse. The drive home was complete silence, like dead silence. No yelling, no lectures, just silence. And somehow that made it 10 times more worse. The next day, obviously, there were consequences. Grounded for literally what felt like ages. Trust completely broken. All that fun stuff. No video games, no going out. I could barely use my phone, and asking them for anything was impossible. Derek, well, he got in way more trouble since it was his idea and he actually took stuff. We're not really friends anymore after that. He blamed me for snitching on him, and I told him, like, "You dumbass, I didn't snitch on you. We were caught all together. I told you it was a bad idea, but you insisted." Honestly, that night changed how I look at everything now. Like, peer pressure sounds like such a cliche thing adults talk about, but it's real. You don't realize how easy it is to get dragged into something until you're literally sitting in a police station at 2 a.m. thinking, "How the fuck did I end up here?" And I actually met Derek like a few weeks ago. We just nodded at each other, but both of us like took a step forward to go and talk with each other, and we made up kinda. We made small talk, and he apologized and told me he should have listened to me. And now, if we see each other ever again, I guess it won't be awkward. So, guys, as always, the moral of the story, please learn from my mistakes. If your friend says we're gonna do something fun and it involves a hammer and an abandoned building, just go home. Seriously. It's not worth the shit that comes after that. So yeah, guys, that's the end of this story time. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you guys learned something from my mistakes, and please do not repeat it. I also have a longer video planned as well. If you guys want to hear something longer, write it in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe. And as always, stay yellow.